Hello everyone, it's Russ Niles reporting for AvWeb. I'm on a beautiful corporate aircraft, and I was just talking to the pilot in the cockpit complaining about the turbulence, as if I was the CEO of Johnson & Johnson and this was the 1950s. Johnson & Johnson used to use this DC-3 as a corporate aircraft. It's been refurbished to its former glory as a 1950s corporate aircraft. Here's the owner, John Sessions, to tell us all about it.
This is November 877 Mike Gulf, a Douglas DC-3. It was manufactured in 1943 and early 44 and saw its first service in bringing cargo across the hump. Throughout the war, it served in that role. After the war, it was used in similar service civilian by a small company formed by Claire Chennault after World War II. And indeed, we have some of his entries in logbooks. In '49, it became a Pan American airliner, early airliner. And when Pan Am changed models in '53 and '54, it came home to the Douglas factory, where it became a Super DC-3 conversion process, and that then led to corporate service. It was the aircraft of the CEO of Johnson & Johnson throughout the 50s and early 60s. It went through a series of private ownerships and typical DC-3 cargo and corporate usage until 2005, when Historic Flight Foundation acquired it in upstate New York, flew it to the west, and began a process of restoration. The plane was selected not only for its provenance, but it has good bones. It relatively low time airframe, very few wrinkles or creases, and has the interior that was used in the 50s for CEOs, including a continuous wool headliner, club chairs, end tables with bolted lamps, and one of my favorite features, the chief executive seat has a phone, well before sat phones of course, by which he could call the cockpit to inquire about the duration of turbulence. But it's a lovely interior, stainless steel galley. This girl is a little bit on the heavy side. Solid woods. You could probably take a ton off her without changing the appearance very much, just by going to the kinds of materials that are used today. But we love that feature. And then the restoration involved wholesale reworking of the landing gear, including return of the tailwheel to a DC-3 tailwheel. And then we overhauled the engines and the props, everything firewall forward. Did not replace, but reworked lots of the cables in terms of lubrication and corrosion removal. And then, as you can see, we painted her. And the scheme is Pan Am for the period when she commenced airline service in 1949. Well, we're going to fly it in Campbell River today, if we have any luck at all, and this will be the first flight in many years for this airplane. Then, after a couple of test flights, we'll return it to its base, which is Painfield, Everett, Washington, home of a great deal of Boeing activity. And Historic Flight Foundation is the owner, and when they let me, I fly some of the airplanes. In fact, I fly all the airplanes, but we'll be learning the DC-3 and offering vintage aircraft rides in the airplane.